Hey guys, it's Mrs. Canales. I'm going to teach you about divisibility rules. So you should have gotten this paper printed from the IP teacher, and we're just going to go through here and talk about what the divisibility rules are. So divisibility rules are really helpful when you are looking at a number to see if it's divisible by another number. Usually, like if you have a really big number, it's easier to just look at it and follow these divisibility rules than busting out your calculator and figuring it out. So this says divisibility is helpful because it lets us figure out if a number is a factor of another number quickly, and factors are something else that you'll be dealing with later on in this unit. So the first divisibility rule is numbers that are divisible by 2. Numbers that are divisible by 2, they always end in an even number. So they have to end in a 0, a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8. So if it ends in these numbers, then it's an even number. So an example of that would be like 24. Well, 24 ends in a 4, and 4 is an even number. You could have another number. Another example, I'm just going to draw a slash so that way we can tell which one that it's different numbers. Another one could be like 27,422. And normally I'd have to get a calculator out to test that to see if it's divisible by 2, but I don't really have to, because all I really have to do is look at this last digit, and that last digit is an even number, so it's automatically divisible by 2. This works with any size number. It's really cool. So another divisibility rule that we have is the divisibility rule for 3. So the divisibility rule for 3 is when the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3. So the sum of all the digits is divisible by 3. So, for example, on this one, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper from my printer really fast so I can show you what I'm talking about with this. So, if we had the number, for example, I don't know, 924. So let's say we had that number. We can tell if that's divisible by 3. All we have to do is just add each individual digit. So like this. So 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 15. Now I have to look at that number. Is that number divisible by 3? Well, 15 divided by 3 is 5, and there's no remainders, so yes, it is divisible. So an example of that would be, we can put this as one of our examples, so 924 was one of our examples. Another one, I'm just making up a number here, 726,101. I don't know, I just totally made that up. I don't know if it's divisible or not. Let's find out. So for this one, we would add up all these digits: 7 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1. And let's see, 7, 8, 9, that's 15, 16, 17. So the total is 17. Well, can you divide 17 by 3? No, you can't, because if you do that, you end up with a remainder, so that means it's not divisible. So this number is one that we would not put on our divisibility list. Another number that could be divisible by 3, I know for some of you who this bothers, like me using 2 different colors, I'm so sorry. Another number example that would be divisible by 3 might be, let's test it, I don't know, 642. Let's see if that one. 6 plus 4 plus 2, that's 12, and 12 is divisible by 3. So that would be another example, so 642. Okay, so the next one is the divisibility rule for 5, and this one is so easy. All you have to remember is the number ends in a 0 or a 5. So it ends in a 0 or a 5. So that one is super duper easy. So when you count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, every multiple that you land on, those are all divisible by 5. So for this, This is super easy. All I have to do is make a number up and put a 0 or a 5 at the end. So this, for example, 975. Well, 975 divides by 5 evenly because that's a 5. If I'm counting by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, eventually when I get up to 900, let's start at 960, 960, 965, 970, 975. Since I landed on it, it is divisible. You can divide it by 5 evenly. Another example could be, how about like 30? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I land on it. That's how I know it's divisible. So if I land on it and there's no leftovers, it's divisible. So that one's super easy. So 6 is probably one of the more tricky ones in here, but it's still helpful. So 6 is if it's divisible by 2 and 3. So if you are checking a number, like down here, you'll check these numbers with the divisibility. If you put a yes on both of these columns, then you can automatically put a yes on 6. So for it to be divisible by 6, it has to be divisible by 2 and by 3. So what we can do is we can test it. So I'm just going to pull my extra paper over here again and just make up a number. So I'm going to write it is divisible by 2 and 3, and I capitalized and underlined that because if it's not divisible by both of them, it's not divisible. If it's divisible by just 2 or just 3, it's not divisible by 6 because it has to be divisible by both of them in order for it to work. So again, I'm just going to make up a number and we're just going to test it out. So maybe I've got like 738. Okay, so if you remember the check for 2, if you go back up here, it has to end in a 2, 4, 6, or 8, or a 0. Does that end in a 2, 4, 6, 8, 0? Yes. So it is divisible by 2. Let's check it and see if it's divisible by 3. So for 3, the sum of all the digits are divisible by 3. So let's look at that. So 7 plus 3 plus 8 is 18. Is 18 divisible by 3? I don't have a remainder, so yes, it is. Yes, it is. So it's divisible by 2 and 3, so that means that is divisible by 6. So 738 is an example of that. I could even pull out my calculator on the phone if I wanted to, just to make absolutely sure that I'm correct. So what did I have? 738 divided by 6. Up. There's no decimal point. It's a whole number, so I know that it is, in fact, divisible by 6. Okay, so the next one is your divisibility rule for 9. So the divisibility rule for 9 is the sum of all the numbers has to be divisible by 9. All the digits, I should say. And I ran out of room, of course. So the sum of all the digits is divisible by 9. So this rule is kind of like this one for 3, except for instead of they have to be divisible by 3, this one has to be divisible by 9. So this one's kind of easy once you get the hang of it. So for example, this one, I'm just going to make up a number. Maybe I've got 300, and let's see, 300 and, I don't know, 378. Looks kind of like the number I have up there, 378. So if I have this, and I add the digits, 3 plus 7 is 10, that's 18. Is 18 divisible by 9? Yes. So then I know that that is divisible. So I'm going to write 378 as an example of it. Let's test another one just to see. I'm totally making this up off the top of my head. Maybe I've got 429. Let's test it. 4 plus 2 plus 9. 4 plus 2 plus 9, that's 6. 6 plus 9 is 15. Oh, well, can you divide 15 divided by 9 evenly? No, if you do that, you're going to end up with a remainder. 9 can go into 15 one time, but then you have a remainder of 6. So if you have a remainder, it's not divisible. It does not work. Okay, the last one is the divisibility rule for 10, and it is super easy. This is probably the easiest one of all. If it ends in a 0, it's divisible by 10. So if you think about when you're counting by tens, when you're counting by tens, each one of these numbers, if you're paying attention, all ends in a 0. So for a number to be divisible by 10, it has to end in a 0. So for example, I'm going to put maybe 420. Maybe 790. Those are both divisible by 10. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to test each of these numbers with the divisibility rules. So for this one, this is the example, and I already did this for you. So is 22 divisible by 2? Well, check the rules from up top. Yes, it is. It ends in a 2. The next one is it divisible by 3? No, it's not, because if you add up 2 plus 2, you can't divide 4 by 3. It doesn't work. Okay, the next one was 5. That has to end in a 0 or a 5, and it does not. So nope. Sorry, 5, you lose. 6. It has to be. It's divisible by 2 and 3. Well, it was already not yes for 2, but no for 3. So it's no here as well. 9. 9 is. If you're hearing my 5-year-old in the background, that's him. He apparently wants to also learn about divisibility rules. Okay, so. The next one was 9. All the digits added up divisible by 9. 2 plus 2 is only 4. You can't make a group of 9 out of 4, so that's a no. And for 10, it has to end in a 0. It does not end in a 0. So what I want you to do now for your assignment is you're going to use these divisibility rules to answer these questions. So you're going to go through here and test 30 for if it's divisible by 2, if it's divisible by 3, and so on. And then you're going to test 18, and so on, and so on, and so on. So today I taught you the divisibility rules and how to use them. I hope this helps you. Thank you.